Hi guys, how are you all doing? I'm doing great. I've got another exciting book I can't wait to read. Are you ready? I am. Let's get started. This one is called Yuck. That's not a monster. Well, if I can get on the right page. Mr. and Mrs. Monster were very proud of their 3 eggs. Mr. Monster kept them warm by huffing with his hot, stinky breath. And Mrs. Monster screeched to them. Wouldn't you like to hear that in the egg? Not me. But apparently, I think the eggs did. Let's keep reading. First, let me show you the picture. Here it is. It's pretty cool, isn't it? See him with the hot breath and the screeching. One stormy night, the first egg cracked. Out climbed an ugly little monster with prickly spikes and snarly fangs. Oh, he's frightful, sighed Mr. and Mrs. Monster happily. They were so happy. So that's what they called him. They called him Frightful. That's a silly name. Then the second egg cracked. Out climbed another ugly little monster with horny spines and bristly warts. Ew! She's horrid, gasped Mr. and Mrs. Monster happily. So that's what they called her. They called her Horrid. Another silly name. Then the third egg shook a bit. Frightful and Horrid gave it a poke. Out crept something very soft and pink. Ooh. Ugh. He's sweet, said the little monsters. Let's squash him. There. Oh, sorry. You see the pictures? All right. Let's go on. Well, he's not what we expected, said Mrs. Monster. He's a bit of a shock. Let's throw him back in the trash can, said Mr. Monster. Suddenly, there was a crash, a thunder. I wonder what it was. Mama, cried the fluffy one, and jumped into Mrs. Monster's arms. She looked down at her bundle of sweetness. I think we'll keep him, she said. Sorry. He may look different, but inside he's a monster just like us. So they called him Little Shock. Oh, and look at Little Shock. Look at the first two. Oh my goodness. And then look at Little Shock. Oh, nothing but sweet. Each day, Frightful and Horrid grew hairier and scarier. They learned how to spit, hiss, and snarl, and scratch. But Shock grew more fluffy. He liked to gurgle and roly-poly and twinkle his big blue eyes. Ooh, he loved his brother and sister and followed them everywhere. Oh, brother and sister, see, that's how much I pay attention. Look at the two monsters and look at the little pretty one. He's so cute. Let's go on, okay? If you want to play with us, you need to be wild and rambunctious, said Frightful and Hort. They showed him how to howl at the moon, "Ow!" until it hid behind a cloud. But Little Shock was afraid of the dark. They showed him how to squash and stomp and trample. But Little Shock saw a worried worm and sat down to give it a hug. Aww. Ugh, sneered Frightful and Hort. He's just a cutie pie. That was a nice thing to say, wasn't it? There they are. Oh, look at the sweet one. Okay. Soon Frightful and Hort were bold enough to go monstering in the woods. You must take your brother with you, insisted Mrs. Monster. Frightful and Hort snorted grumpily. But they put Little Shock in a wagon, hid him under a blanket, and tugged him along. Well, wasn't that nice of them? But kind of mean to hide him, wasn't it? Can you see it? I'm sorry. There we go. Is that better? Okay, let's go on. In the woods, Frightful leaped out at a fox and made its fur turn white. Hort pounced on a wild pig and made it jump into a tree. They had a wonderful time. Little Shock hugged his blanket and played peekaboo with a mouse. Peekaboo, look at him. See what the other two did? And look at Little Shock. Oh, how cute. What shall we do now? Said Frightful. Let's find something big to scare, said Hort. Something big rustled in the bushes ahead, so they crept up on it. Frightful and Hort saw a hairy hump. They winked at each other, took a deep breath, and they roared. I think they were trying to scare whatever it was. Wonder if they did. You want to find out? I do. Let's see. But the hairy hump was only a little bit of a big monster. It snarled and flashed its fiery eyes. Who dared to roar at me? Frightful and Hort were too terrified to run away. Their spines shriveled and their claws, they curled up. Oh my goodness, that would have scared me too. Look. Woo, he's big. Wow. Let's see what happens. Suddenly, the big monster spotted Little Shock. Ooh, cotton candy, he said. Little Shock stared up at the monster's face. His big blue eyes grew wider the monster a kiss right on the cheek. Oh, sorry. Having trouble there, getting tongue-tied. You know how I am, guys. Here's the pictures. Aw, he wasn't scared. Little Shock wasn't scared at all. Yuck! The big monster wailed and dropped Little Shock in horror. He was so afraid that his fur turned to frizz and his bristles fell out. Oh my goodness. Help! He cried. It's adorable. And he ran away crying for his mommy. Frightful and horrid couldn't believe their eyes. You kissed him! Yeah, kissed him! They laughed. Oh, look. Do you think they were proud or making fun? Would you like to find out? I would. Let's go on. Hort swung her little brother high in the air and set him on Frightful's shoulders. Maybe being cute is useful after all, she said, giving him a pinch. Little Shock just purred happily. Come on, said Frightful proudly. Let's go home and all kiss Mom and Dad. Look how proud they are of their little brother. That is so sweet. And guess what? The end. That was a long book, but I liked it. It had a great story. That Little Shock was my favorite in the book. How about you? You're not at school, so you don't have to sit there and, you know how I always said, your thinking voice, shh, but you don't have to do that at home. You can talk when I'm reading, that is fine. And you can have someone listen to the story with you. That would be great. I love you all so much. This was a very long story. I hope you enjoyed it, because I did. That's the first time I read it. See you next time, guys. Love you. Here's a hug and a kiss. Catch 'em both. Bye.